So in this video, I'm going to talk about what are the best townhouses and villas options available right now in the market of Dubai. But for the past few weeks, I've been receiving some calls from US, Germany, and GCC. A lot of people are first timer investors into the market and they are looking for the best, most safest investment there is right now. So because of the supply coming into Dubai market, there is a lot of confusion that what is going to happen. Is there any correction coming up? But before getting into that, I would like to shed some light on the global reports about Dubai. What is happening, why these developers are coming in so aggressive with the launches, what are they planning for. So on the back, on the screen, I have opened a report from Henley and Partner. They analyze where the most millionaire migrations are happening, where are the most HNIs are moving on. And Dubai in 2024 again sits on the #1 rank. As you can see, the UAE is on the first, and on the second you can see the US and Singapore. And the amount is next to double than those positions of second and third. So there are 6,700 millionaire migrations happen in 2024, and in the next year in 2025 they are expecting more millionaire migrations to happen in Dubai specifically. So for 2025 future projections of Henley and Partner, I will share those reports with you as well. But right now at this video, I just want to focus on what kind of houses and what kind of villas communities are coming into the market, what are our best option and safest option there is, in which as an investment, if we look into the numbers, those will generate greater ROE and ROI. But before getting into that, I would like to share another report with you. So on the back of my screen, you can see there is another report by Savills in which the 6-month capital value growth by city, Dubai sits at the 4th rank by 3% just in the 6 months. A lot of people have a confusion regarding if this supply which is coming up in coming 3 to 4 years, will that be consumed or not, why those developers are more aggressive. So this is a big indicator. This is actually the Savills report on Dubai's commercial office market. So if you can see on the pie chart behind me, so this is the inquiry with the size of offices required by the corporations. So as you can see, this 23%, this blue circle, this shows that the mega corporations which are looking for 10,100 to 20,000 square feet of offices have more inquiries into the market, and there is also a big ratio of 5,100 to 10,000 square feet of an office requirement in Dubai. This gives us a very big indicators that the mega corporations around the globe are moving their headquarters into Dubai. If you have looked up on how many foreign direct investments are coming up, what is the D33 agenda of government, they have a plan to double their economy by 2033, which is why the mega corporations around the globe, the S&P 500 companies are more attracted towards the Dubai economy because they are planning their long-term 10-20 years future in this city. So the question comes, where are these people going to move once these corporations are completely well settled into the city? Where are those housing, where are those real estate requirement of those people? Are those real estate requirements are available into the market or not? There will be a lot of top management, there will be a lot of employees which will be looking for 1 to 2 bed and 3 beds apartment as well. So there is a demand for everything right now into the market. More reason for me to show you this so that you can understand the economic indicators shows us the market is quite healthy, and I don't see by looking at these reports there is any correction coming up in next 4 to 5 years time. So as you can see, this is Savills summary for this report, that the market dynamics were largely influenced by new companies entering the market and existing one expanding their operations. Another thing, just have a look at this chart. This is a rental trend for Q3 2024. So if you can see by coloring, the yellow is the new Dubai, which is the south area, which is where the new developments are happening. Central Dubai is where the downtown DIFC, Business Bay, Maidan, these kinds of locations come up, which are known as the Central Dubai. DIFC is separated. Old Dubai, Dubai Fringe. So if you can see, there is an uptick for DIFC because most of the offices, most of the corporations, the S&P 500, the family offices are actually working in DIFC. DIFC, and also there is a new demand for a lot of people are setting up their businesses in DIFC. So now have a look at this another report before we move on to what's available into the market. But let's see why I am emphasizing on the villas and townhouses, because there is a complete gap, there is a huge shortage of housing in Dubai market, and if you look at those products as an investment, those will hold a lot value. Why is that? This report, if you can see, these are all the areas of Dubai in which the sale price index, how much appreciation in the last 12 months and how much appreciation in the last 6 months and the last month, what is actually happening. This is actually the live data, which is completely indicating right now that the townhouses and villa communities are more appreciating than any other asset in Dubai. So have a look at it. We have Arabian Ranches. The median price per square foot is 1800, and in last 12 months it has appreciated 22.96%, almost 23% in 1 year. Arabian Ranches 2 is again seen the appreciation of 23% for in the last 12 months. Arabian Ranches is an old community, remember that, and Arabian Ranches 2 is not that new development, so still they hold its demand because of there is a huge market gap. That is why you're seeing a lot of big developers, the big giant developers are moving on to building a complete huge development of townhouses and the villas. If you can see the Damac Hills villas have seen 17.42% in a whole 12 months time. Damac Hills is a new community with the Trump golf course in it, in Dubai land. Now focus on Dubai Hills estate houses appreciation, because these are the best comparison right now available into the market about the new products which are coming up by Emaar and Damac. So Dubai Hills estate villas have seen 25% appreciation in the last 12 months, which is amazing in a way. But fun fact, so 4-5 years ago when Dubai Hills Estate was launched, was also considered as a very far out location. But look what happened in just few years time when all the townhouses and the villas are delivered. Right now, even the apartments are doing so good that a lot of families are attracted toward Dubai Hills Estate. So Dubai Hills Estate, why it is performing better than any other communities? Only because of the lifestyle that Emaar has provided. Not only because of golf course, it's because of whole infrastructure. If you have seen in Dubai Hills Estate, it is a complete lifestyle. So Emaar has developed James Wellington School there, the King's College. Dubai Hills Mall was a huge success and attracts a lot of good crowd of Dubai towards that mall. So whenever Emaar gives a concept, always say when they deliver, it's always even better. Now this is an Excel that I have made for one of my investors when the Valley was launched, the Valley Phase 2 was launched. This has helped him making a good decision. I have made some changes in this and I have added some new products which are just right now new into the market. Just have a look and we will discuss one by one. So Vellora and Venera, the built up area is 2,460 and varying from 2,700. It goes up in when it comes to the corner plot. The prices for Vellora and Venera are for 3 beds at 2.9 million and for 4 beds at 3.3 million. Now I always rave about Valley more because the Valley Phase 1. So whoever have secured a unit as an investment in Valley Phase 1, they are right now cashing out on a minimum of 70 to 80% appreciation on their asset. But the good thing about Emaar, in every Emaar community, you will see a different variations on each cluster and each launch that they are coming up with. Because of the huge supply of same kind of layouts which we have seen in the past launches of some other developers, this creates some kind of a oversupply inside that community. And if you're looking as an investment and if you're securing a unit for a 4-bedroom townhouse for 2,200 square feet in a community where there are 8,000, 9,000 townhouses with the same kind of layout, so the point comes to that by the time on the handover, when you're flipping that property, there will be a huge crowd which will be selling the property at the same price. There is a very less and slim chance of making most out of it. So if you look at the floor plans of Vellora and Venera, they are quite similar, but even a updated and upgraded version of the Maple townhouses in Dubai Hills Estate. So now Maple townhouses have reached the price per square foot of 2000 dirhams mark. They have seen a lot of demand coming up, but those townhouses are also right now very old. But anyone who is picking up a Maple townhouse as an investment, when they upgrade, refurbish it, they sell it on a very high premium price. So back then, whoever secured an asset in Maple townhouses, they have seen minimum of 70 to 80% appreciation, which I'm quoting very conservative figures because we are looking every asset as an investment right now. So Vellora and Venera, if we look at the size, we look at the floor plan, and we see the price per square foot, and if we look at the Valley community as a whole and compare it with Dubai Hills Estate, the complete total supply in Dubai Hills Estate is 10,000 units, including the apartments and the villas. But if we just have a look on the villas and townhouses, those are only in Dubai Hills Estate, only 4,000 townhouses and villas, including all together. So there is a very limited supply game in Emaar's community. So whenever Emaar creates a community, they make sure the lifestyle of that community is not compromised. They make sure the infrastructure is there. They make sure all kinds of economic activities which are required for the families to live inside that community are completely taken care of. Valley will be a 2.0, I would say, for Dubai Hills Estate. And the Valley Phase 2 is an even upgraded version of Valley Phase 1. Why I would say that? I will show it to you, the kind of amenities that they are bringing right now in the Valley Phase 2. But let's talk one by one. What are the best options in townhouses available? Then we move on to the villas, and then we will move on to what are the comparables in the ready market for those villas, so that we can understand what kind of appreciation, what kind of profits we are looking for. Green Ridge is in Emaar South. Emaar South, if we look at as a community and as a location, we can't really project right now what kind of potential that Emaar South villas and townhouses will bring in the future, because there is a lot more coming up in Dubai South. Government is heavily investing. There are more logistic corridors opening in Dubai South. Expo City expansion is also happening with alignment of D33 agenda of government. So there will be, in 5 to 7 years time, there will be a lot of job creation in the whole Dubai South. So there is only one community which is up to the mark in Dubai South, which is Emaar's community, which is Emaar South. The Emaar South townhouses, if you can see the sizes, these kinds of sizes Emaar have not launched in the Emaar South community. I think it was in Greenway. There is a very still a limited supply if we look into 3 or 4 bedroom townhouses in Emaar South. But the configuration, the layout, the floor plan is quite similar to the Valley. But Valley will give us a quick return in 2 to 3 years time as compared to Emaar South. For the Valley, we can really compare it with the community such as Dubai Hills Estate and Arabian Ranches 1, 2 and 3 because of its connectivity to the downtown. The downtown is considered as a center of Dubai. It is considered as the metropolitan of Dubai. So it is only 25 minutes away by signal-free corridor of Al Ain Highway, and it is also connected to all of the major lifelines of Dubai, which is the Sheikh Zayed Al Khail, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed and Emirates Road. So Valley will give us results as an investment in 2 to 3 years time. If we look at the Dubai South, we are yet to see the full potential if we are looking as an investment. So I always say, if you are investing in Dubai South, invest minimum of 7 to 8 years so that you can see the complete projection by the time if you're cashing out, if you're flipping your property. Right now, it's not as easy as it is in the Valley to flip a property in Dubai South. Right now in Emaar South, we have these two options available, Green Ridge and Greenville 2. Same kind of configuration, there is not much of a difference. The plot sizes are a lot more similar for 3 and 4 bedroom townhouses. The floor plans are quite similar, but the prices for the Green Ridge are still at 3 million. For the 4 beds are at 3.5, 3.4 million. These are not the starting prices. These are the average prices of the townhouses in the Emaar South. Now, Damac Islands. Damac Islands is also a very great community that Damac is bringing up right now in Dubai land. The community will hold its value. Why? Because the kind of amenities amenities that Damac is bringing is completely different than any other community that Damac have launched. Even in Damac Lagoons, the kind of amenities that they have brought there, it will be a lot different when it comes to Damac Island. We have the biggest comparison right now for Damac Island is Damac Lagoons. Anyone who have invested in Damac Lagoons, they have seen at least 80 to 100% appreciation on their asset. But the key factor, always invest in a master plan's first initial phase to make the most out of it by the time of handover. If you are getting into the phase of third or fourth, then the point is more focused on the ROI, not ROE. So in Damac Islands, Damac is selling a 4-bedroom on an average of 2.5 million and a 5-bed on a 3.5 million mark. The price per square foot is 1136 and 1104, which is still again a very good price range of an off-plan property as compared to a ready property. So we compare these townhouses with apple to apple. So Damac Islands, we will compare it to what happened in Damac Hills, where there is a Trump International Golf Course. Damac Lagoons is still due for handover, so we don't have a complete comparison of that. But Damac Hills and Cherry Woods by Meraas, because the locations are almost nearby to each of them, so we will have an idea how much of an potential of appreciation that we can make out of it. So Sun City, again, a very good product, very limited land, very limited townhouses and the villas. Only for the 5 beds, Damac has produced a configuration of G+2. I think if you want to look at any Damac's community, the new community that Damac is bringing right now, you should look into more 5 beds, because I believe those are very limited in supply and the sizes are also good, and the price point that you are entering right now in an off plan, there is a very big potential available, because I will tell you when it comes to the comparison of ready property. In Sun City, the 5-bed plus made G+2, Damac is selling at 3.6 million. Price per square foot is 1470, which is almost 1500 price per square foot, and 4 beds townhouse is 1151, which is almost like 1150. If you make it round off, it will come up to like 1200 price per square feet. Payment plan, Damac wins at the payment plan. If you're looking to invest for a flip purpose, the payment plan is really a thing which will help us, because by the time of handover is our sweet spot to flip the property on a good premium. So if we look one by one, in Emaar, the Valley, you're basically for a 3-bedroom townhouse, you're paying 2.3 million, and for Emaar South is almost the same. For Damac Islands is basically you're investing 1.87 million by the time of handover and 2.6 million on a 5-bedroom townhouse by the time of handover, which is Q4 2028. All the townhouses that you're seeing right now mostly are getting handed over in 2028. So if you look at the whole supply, there is not much coming up in the houses by the time 2027 or 2026 comes. So a few days ago, I was reading a report. There are only 28 to 29,000 of townhouses, and the houses, including the villas, are coming into the market, which is a very slim number as compared to the apartments which are coming up right now in the future. So in Damac townhouses, you are actually getting a good leverage because of the payment plan. You're only paying 2.62 million. If you are, let's say, property of 5-bedroom townhouses selling for 3.5 million, and if you look in the market, the minimum 5-bedroom townhouse price on the ready available in the old community by Cherry Woods by Meraas or the Queen Meadows in the Damac Hills, you will find the price of minimum of 5.6, 5.5, in some cases 4.5 to 4.8. The amount that you have paid and the amount of the appreciation that you will get, you will be making a very good return on your investment. So we'll talk about the rentals as well, what kind of rentals the ready properties of this kind of a size are generating right now. But let's have a quick look at the comparables of ready townhouses. So this is the most conservative, the lowest possible price townhouse comparables I have found, and I have put that on my sheet so that we have a understanding of how much room available on price per square foot. If we are careful with the unit selection and we buy the right spot into the community, we will be cashing out on a very bigger side of a potential of an investment. But just let's have a look so that it will give you an imagination how much we can get an exit for. So Maple Townhouse, if you look at it, the sizes are quite similar. The community of the Valley is even better than Dubai Hills Estate with respect to the size, with respect to the amenities, with respect to the infrastructure infrastructure that is coming up there. But still, if we are just comparing, we have seen in Dubai Hill Estate right now the Maple 3-bed G+1 with the built-up area of 2,100 square feet, which is a little bit, a shorter townhouses, are giving us the rental of 250,000 yearly rent. This is the most conservative rental figure for a Maple townhouse. And the property which is selling in the market, the ready property which is selling in the market for a 3-bedroom Maple townhouse, is priced at 100% cash for 4.5 million. If we calculate the price per square foot, this is our key focus: 2,150 price per square foot. In the valley, you're entering at somewhere around 1,100 to 1,200 dirhams per square foot. In a 3-bedroom townhouse or a 4-bedroom townhouse, we have a potential to make 800 dirhams price per square foot by the time of handover. The reference link for these properties I have also mentioned on the sheet. So if you contact me, I will share these reports with you. But let's have another comparable for a townhouse in Damac community. For Damac Hills, we have a ready community for townhouse 5-bed in Queen Meadows cluster, G+2 with the built-up area of 3,400. The built-up area is quite similar with the off-plan property which we are getting right now in Damac Islands or Sun City. The average rental returns that you're getting is yearly rent of 250,000 dirhams, and it's priced at 5.5 million dirham on a ready market. The price per square foot is 1650. And I've also mentioned Cherry Woods by Meraas because Cherry Woods by Meraas and Sun City is an extension of Cherry Woods by Meraas. Damac bought the plot from Meraas and they are developing that community. So it's basically a neighborhood community. So what is the best to compare with if it's not with the neighbors? Cherry Woods by Meraas right now, the 4-bedroom townhouse, a G+1 old community with not lots of amenities, which I will not say is one of the best community of Meraas, because the Meraas right now, the kind of communities that they are coming up with, it is incomparable with any community right now in Dubai, because Meraas completely target a different kind of a niche market, which if you put it into a word, that would be luxury. So if you look at the 4-bedroom townhouse, G+1, 2,700 built-up area, average rental is 220,000 yearly. The price at the 4 million mark, and the price per square foot is 1481. After looking at these numbers, you will see that always Emaar community appreciates more than any other community. Why is that? It's only because of the lifestyle that Emaar creates. Emaar just not develop the community, Emaar operates the community. They build the infrastructure, they create the market for those kind of people, they create the harmony inside that community, they bring the best out of the best right now in the market, so that the kind of a crowd that will be attracted towards those community, they are willing to pay for those services and higher premium for those properties. And also Emaar does not build same kind of a layout in volume. Emaar always keep changing their game and evolving their game as per the pulse of the market. So after looking at these comparables, if we put it into a summary, Damac Islands is a good investment if you have a budget constraint. If you are looking for a good payment plan, it is still a good investment. You will earn some premium on it, of course, but if you look at the potential of an investment, if you look at the best of the best investment option available, Emaar community is the only option right now, the best safest option there is. Now let's come to the category of 4.5 to 10 million, the category of villas, standalone villas. But in these category, I love one of the Emaar product, which is, I know for sure that it will perform in a longer term as well and in a short term span of time as well. By the time of handover, this property is most likely to perform even better than any property in Dubai. But let's just have a quick look at the number. I'm talking about the Valley Phase 2, where Emaar launched semi-detached villas named as Avina 1 and Avina 2. Now, the farm gardens is a no-brainer investment right now if we are looking into the category of villas. But Avina, if we look at the comparisons to the ready market right now, there are not many comparables available, and there's a huge demand for these kind of townhouses with this kind of a space. Because if you look closely at the master plan of any villa community, and if you compare it with the master plan of a semi-detached townhouses, so if you look closely over that, I will explain it to you during this video, but just let's have a quick look over the pricing and what is available right now in the 4.5 to 10 million category. So Avina 1 and Avina 2, we do not have many options available because project is almost sold out, but we still have very good key options available in which if we enter right now, we have a very good chance of making money. So Avina is right now standing at a 4-bedroom multi-purpose semi-detached townhouse G+2. Built up area is varying around 3,700. The plot size are very generous, 3,000 to 5,200 square feet. And the price, the average price of Avina semi-detached villa is 4.5 million. So when it comes to a semi-detached townhouse or a villa, we have the best comparison available in Dubai Hills estate, which is the club villas in Dubai Hills. In Dubai Hills, the club villas, if you see in the ready market, those are going for insanely higher price point right now. So people who have invested in the past in club villas of Dubai Hills estate, they have made immense amount of profits on it. The minimum of a club villa that I have found on the available ready inventory in the market is going for 13 million. It's crazy. So the price per square foot, really look closely into the floor plan, the master plan, and the price per square foot if you're looking as an investment. So right now the Avina are selling for 1200 dirham price per square foot. The payment plan is 80/20. Until the handover, you're only paying 3.6 million. And the projected price that I have mentioned here is 6 to 7 million. We are looking at the numbers very conservatively. By the time of handover, even if you're selling your asset at 6 to 7 million, you're still making a very good amount of profits. Now, the best part, Emaar is coming up with the Farm Gardens 3. Farm Gardens 1 and 2 were the huge success for the valley. The plot sizes were starting from 10,000, 8,000 square feet. The built up area was around 6 to 7,000. So Farm Gardens, whoever secured an asset in that, they will make immense profit on it. But now the Farm Gardens 3, it's a different kind of a variation that Emaar is going to launch by the 5th of December. There is a huge demand for these kinds of villas. In the past, we have seen a 4-bedroom standalone villa in the Acres by Meraas. Now, whatever is available in the Acres is minimum at the configuration of 5-bedroom villa. In the Farm Grove, as much as the details are out right now in the market, just wanted to mention here so that you will have a quite good idea. So Emaar is coming up with 4-bedroom type 1 and type 2 standalone villas with the built-up area of 3,750. 4-bedroom type 2 is a bigger built-up area. The bigger plot size is the 5,581, and the 5-bed villa is 6,078 built-up area. 8.2 million will be the average price for the Farm Grove 5-bed villa. The 7.2 million will be the average price for a Farm Grove 4-bed type 2, and 5 million. The price is starting from 4.73 million, but if we want to secure a good unit on a good location, we should look at it as a average price. It always be 100,000 to 200,000 more than the starting price. So the 5 million mark is where you are most likely to secure a good unit in a Farm Grove. Now the price per square foot is right now standing at 1,300 for a 4-bedroom, a 1,240 for 4-bedroom type 2, and 1,100 for a 5-bed villa. It is a very competitive right now, the price per square foot, if you're looking at an investment. I know for sure the kind of a community that they are building within a valley community, it's even more amazing. Why is that? Because in Farm Gardens, what I've heard, that Emaar is dedicating a specific 100 square feet of a garden space in which will be completely managed by Emaar, in which you can grow your own vegetation, which is amazing. And the families from the Europe, America, they are looking for a sustainable, and they are looking for these kinds of concepts, these kinds of communities. The sizes are very good. The price point that you're entering right now, I'm 100% confident that you'll be able to flip it on a very good premium. So in the start of the video, we have seen the report in which we have seen the year-on-year appreciation, which what is happening on the ready communities of Dubai, in which Dubai Hills estate is standing at somewhere around 25% in this only 2024. So if we are looking as a conservative figures, we consider 10 to 15% year-on-year appreciation. So if we look at the numbers, we are projecting for a 4-bedroom type 1, 7 to 8 million if we flip it on the handover, and for the 4-bedroom type 2, we are expecting at least minimum 9 to 10 million at the time of handover. Now, when it comes to Sobha Elwood right now, they have brought 4, 5, and 6 bedroom villas, standalone villas. The built up areas is varying from 4,950 to it goes to maximum 7,100 for a 6-bed villa. Only the 6-bed villa have the configuration of G+2. Now, if you look at the prices, it's 7.9 million for a 4-bedroom, and it goes 9.2 for 5-bedroom and 11.4 for 6-bedroom villa. The price per square foot is 1,600, 1,586, and 1,600. But the payment plan is very good, 60-40. So if you're looking to get a leverage, I think Sobha Elwood is a very unique design. So if we take Sobha Elwood and compare it with the ready market, we look at the floor plans, we look at the kind of community that is, we look at the total supply of that community. I think Jumeirah Golf Estates right now is the best comparison available for Sobha Elwood. But even if we compare Sobha to a Sobha community, the Sobha Forest Villas have appreciated a lot. They have generated minimum of 80% appreciation for the investors who have secured an asset in the very initial first phase of the master plan. Sobha Elwood is a very unique niche kind of a community in which there will be only standalone villas. Now, if you look at the acres, I had a very hard time finding a best comparison of apple to Meraas Acres community. Acres will perform very good. Acres is a very unique design. There is no kind of a comparison available for the kind of renders, the kind of construction that they are doing right now, the kind of community that Meraas is building. So Acres is right now the best option there is if you're looking at the high-end luxury options. So Sobha Elwood and Acres comes into the very luxury standpoint, but in the valley, when it comes to Avina and Farm Gardens, it comes into the affordable luxury standpoint. There is a very slim line between each of it, but if you see what I'm trying to convey here, as an investment, these 3 communities, I know for sure by looking at the comparison, the case studies in the market, these will perform good because there is a very limited supply right now for these kinds of houses. Now, if you're comparing Farm Grove and Avina, those are the best options that I have gotten from ready market, which can at least indicate what kind of a projection of a price that we are looking right now. So this is the least possible option available for Sidra villas in the ready market. So as you can see, the configuration of the Sidra villas is 4-bed villa G+1, 4,680 built up area. The average rental, it is going for 450,000 yearly. The price that it is selling for in the market is 9.2 million. And in some cases, I have seen it is going above 11 million mark, but we are taking a very conservative figures right now. Price per square foot, just focus on the price per square foot right now. In the Valley, Avina and the Farm Grove, you are securing an asset under the price range of 1100 to 1300 price per square foot. Here, the prices have peaked and matured, and the price per square foot it is going for in ready market is 2,000 dirhams. Now, when it comes to apple of Avina and the club villas, both are semi-detached. So the club villas have generated a very good potential as an investment. If you look at it, Avina is an upgraded version of club villas. Club villas are G+1 semi-detached 4-bedroom townhouse. Built up area is quite similar, 3,370. In Avina, it varies from 3,700 to 3,500 up till 5,000 square feet. So we have just taken a very similar kind of a club villa and I have put that up here. So average rental on yearly basis we are getting for 500,000 and it is selling for 11.5 million dirhams, and the price per square foot have peaked to 3,400 dirhams. So in some cases, if you're trying to find a good club villa in Dubai Hills Estate, you will see that a lot of people have picked up the unit, refurbished it and selling it for above 20 million dirhams as well. So there is a huge gap in the market right now because of a limited supply. Now, if we compare a Sobha Elwood 4-bedroom villa, standalone villa with the Jumeirah Golf Estates, because Sobha Elwood, if you look at the master plan, they are planting 10,000 different kind of countryside trees inside that community, and they have made the design so unique that I know for sure the Jumeirah Golf Estate is an old community, but it is still attracting the billionaires, the millionaires of the market. The kind of people who are living in Jumeirah Golf Estate, they loved it. So right now you might not be able to find very good number of listings for the ready property of Jumeirah Golf Estate, which is the main indicator that the people who are living in Jumeirah Golf Estates, they love it there. They want to live there long term. But those again, if you look at it as an investment, those again are very old villas. So I have taken one example of Jumeirah Golf State, very conservative example from Whispering Pines cluster of Jumeirah Golf State, the 4-bedroom villa G+1. The built up area is 4,136. In Sobha Elwood, you will find a bigger built up area, bigger size of built up area. The design, if you look at the satellite view of Jumeirah Golf State, it's a little bit similar to what those community will look alike, but that is a very upgraded version. The Sobha Elwood, the renders, the kind of a villas that they are coming up with is more modern, and the complete design of a community is very unique. Let's look at the prices. So average rental for a G+1 4-bedroom villa is going for 500,000 dirham for on a yearly basis, and 9.25 million dirham, and price per square foot is 2,300 price per square foot. Just consider that this is an old villa in Jumeirah Golf State. Sobha Elwood is selling for 1,500 to 1,600 dirhams price per square foot. That community is a very modern community. So the kind of millionaires and the billionaires are moving to Dubai. They are looking for a better option. They are not looking for the same similar lifestyle what they have in their own country. They are looking for a more upgraded version where the value for money that they can see on a very good price standpoint. Now, before I end this video, I just wanted to shed light on the good comparison of Avina, because as a product, I love the Valley's semi-detached townhouses. I know the farm garden is also good, but Avina as a product, if you see, it holds a lot of value. So this is a design for a club villa in Dubai Hills Estate. And if you look at the design of the Valley Phase 2 Avina, it is completely modern, and it is even better than the previous version in Dubai Hills Estate of club villas. Now, if we compare it apple to apple, you can see the total area of a club villa averaging around 3,365 square feet, and Avina is 2.0 version of club villas, which is starting from 3,714 square feet. The current prices, as I've mentioned just previously on my sheet, that the current prices are standing on an average of 11 million to 12 million for a club villa. But for Avina, you're getting a unit, you're securing a unit at a very low standpoint of a price, which is 4.4 to 4.6 million on an average. Now, the good part is that the Avina is a multi-purpose semi-detached. Why I said that? As I mentioned, the club villas are G+1, but Avina is G+2. There is another additional room plus bathroom on the rooftop, which can be converted into a 5-bedroom semi-detached. If you look at the configurations, basic ground floor, kitchen, living, maid, laundry, guest room, powder, first floor, master, ensuite, lounge, 2 rooms with common bathrooms, roof, open terrace only. But if you look at this configuration of Avina, you will find the roof with a bathroom, which can be converted into the 5th bedroom. Now, have a quick look on the amenities of Valley Phase 2. Now, Valley Phase 2 is a 2.0 version of a Valley Phase 1. So, if you can see, the Golden Beach, just the Golden Beach of the Valley Phase 2 is 30,000 square meter with water splash, kids play area, F&B options, recreational spaces. Town Center, 32,000. The Central Park is 250,000 square meter, which is double the size of Dubai Hills Estate. If you want to imagine the size of this whole amenity area, it's more than 6 football fields. So Emaar has come up with a very unique design of a community in the valley. There is no comparison for this kind of a community with Dubai Hills Estate, because Dubai Hills Estate is a small community if you compare it with the size of a community of valley. And right now, this is the last cluster of phase 2, which is going to come by 5th of December, is the Farm Grove. After that, Emaar will move on to the 3rd phase of the valley. So if you're able to secure an asset in this price point, and if you focus on these 2 products, semi-detached and the Farm Grove, I'm 100% confident that the potential of getting an exit on a good price standpoint is 100% agreeable. So yeah, let's conclude this. This is my quick presentation on what's available in townhouses and the villas in Dubai. If you want to discuss in detail about the floor plans, and if you want to discuss in detail about the comparisons available, what are the growth actuals for these assets right now that I have shown you over the screen. If you think that the payment plan of Damac suits you more or Sobha Elwood suits you more, we can get in touch and discuss in detail about the floor plans and everything. So let's conclude this. This is Matloub Ahmed signing out.